Good morning, everyone. And I'm Oracle Unicorn, and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket. You never know, you might need it for later. Be sure to check your moonrise, I don't have the zodiacs up yet. So, yeah. I'll be having the zodiacs starting probably more than likely next week. I'm still trying to keep myself emotionally leveled as I hear about how I lost court. So waited for it to come in the mail. Probably have a restraining order as well. Sounds fun. So trying to emotionally get through that. So I apologize for not being here yesterday. I hope you all are having an easier time than I am. All right. So what messages do we have for our dear collectives here? This is why I have not started my zodiacs. I knew it was not going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. All right. Okay, this is talking about authority and exercising fertility, staying fluid in one's desired direction, I would say, and keep on going with the ebb and flow. The flow, and some of you multitasking, trying to juggle things out and balance things out around you, circumstantial possibly, multitasking and possibly balancing things out possibly comes to court. Some of y'all may still be going through court things. There's a destruction here. Because of an ownership of truths, of someone's truths, relating to deception, dishonesty, or masked intentions, true form. Know that your loved ones are protected through this. Someone's coming also into a self-liberation and empowerment within one's wisdom of their own journey, wisdom that I feel their soul has been really calling for, resonating with. Someone's foresight really opening up to this wisdom and liberation in oneself from deception and dishonesty in oneself, ownership of truths, and communication, strength in communication, collaboration, possibly with an inquiry. And I see that here because you do have the pole star. Going into devotion, unconditional love, unwavering support, truth and justice in this specific scenario, I feel involving love. Some of you, this could be involving children. Steadfast commitment, going into a commitment of some sort. So some of you, this is going into a commitment relating to family member matters, or coming out of confusion and disparity relating to possibly children, and coming into connectivity and understanding relating to past patterns, being able to refocus oneself in dependable stability. With dependable stability, some of you are now having access, and the doorways being open for you for emotional balance and dependable stability. Steadfast commitment. This is coming in really fast. Appreciation of one's journey and seeing results. Let's see. I feel mainly the collective, what I feel is going on is there's some still kind of like lingering energy that is being healed, helpful lessons coming in. I feel there's like a wish come true coming in that's also going to help balance and momentum and strength and truth, ownership in one's truth, standing in one's truth. A gift to be able to stand in one's truth, promise for the future. Someone may be giving out a letter of a promise for the future. I'm so sorry for being so melancholy, y'all. This is why I was like, I try to take time to emotionally allow myself to release. But apparently I'm still affected. So, all right. Momentum and sublimation of fear, moral strength in one's bravery, spiritual connection being balanced out. That's that momentum and flow as well. And balance, apparently, I can't move from that spot. Apparently, we're mainly in this momentum and flow, okay? Balancing everything out, everything balancing out. Messages everywhere about all of this information, and there's some details being worked out. But I feel huge liberation energy being released. Yeah, cycles of time of destruction being released. Things are being coming out of being juggled. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. There's spiritual guidance about unmasking one's intentions, about deception and dishonesty. Yeah, there is going to be a message sent out about this. And also relating to stability, they're dealing with a karmic energy. Honestly, if it's a male, I don't want to say they may be dealing with a female karmic, but I feel like they're dealing with a male karmic right now because we have friends here, support and aid, and then like a whole 180 turn of direction about something going into communication and moving forward and promise for the future. And that's also with this pole star here, resolution, orient your goal, guiding principles. All right. There's a clear sight about a project and a friendship that could be going on with your other person. Harvest and release. Holy crap, I was wondering. Someone is definitely going to be getting liberated from a situation that is no longer, there's no growth in it. It's just a tear down of a situation. Like the situation tears you down more than it helps you to grow, more than it is teaching you lessons that you needed, because you've already learned all the lessons that were needed out of the situation. I feel this is just coming into one's worthiness and strength and trust into this clear sight, clear direction that I feel someone is going to be taking. It's going to be a spontaneous, seemingly action, haste or impulsive, but this is the completion. There's some loss involved in this, which is why I feel it's like a destruction, a tear down, but it's a liberation in itself as well. I feel there's two energies here of liberating oneself mentally, and healing and liberating oneself emotionally. I feel the emotional vulnerability of healing is has a higher energy of momentum in this. The mental connection is just coming to its ending cycle, being ready and cleaned and cleansed out, and worked like emotional stability here to be able to kind of be the ebb and flow, and not really fighting to try to be happy, but really enjoying being happy from moment to moment. And it grants unwavering trust, unwavering support, and unwavering love. It created, I'm surprised you didn't get the secret home, but it created like a castle in like a 5D turn between the two with their connection. Magical dreams, inspirations. There's definitely a wish being granted here. This looks like it's involving love, and we do have resolution, paradox resolution, and this is the silver lining, the good and the bad and the bad and the good, and it all in between, and it really being a balance in itself. Having some realistic caution, but having loyalty to one's wishes, or the kind of the opening process of one's heart. So I feel like this is the element of the good and the bad, blocking one's heart emotions, possibly to protect. And this one is like, still kind of like a hidden energy back here behind this, like really appreciative, like this is their happily ever after, like it's their wish come true. And for some of you, this is having realistic caution about a property. We have inspiration and visions here, and communication. You're going to have support through this. So I feel this is just having realistic caution about possibly a commitment one might be walking through, or strategic action about possibly property or some sort of project involving a property, work involving a property. I can see that too. For some of you, it's like a wish come true in a family reunion, like a family union type of energy between two people, like a wish come true and coming together and being able to be, or having liberation to be a family together. And it's both of their wish fulfillment, and there's like a lot of giving back of thanks, gratitude, ancestry work here. The fulfillment also in this is ancestry work, also with fulfillment or with stability, and I feel land and stability, with this ancestry work here, seeing results in your ancestry work because of all the studying you did, all the studying, all the healing of the heart, opening your heart, giving your gifts, a constant giving of your gifts here. And there's going to be a wheel kind of being played in your favor where the universe is going to be like, well, time for you to get back what you put out. Here's a constant giving of your gift, like our gifts to you, because of you constantly giving your gifts to give. We paid attention to that, even though you're not going to get, balance maybe specifically from those people, but you're going to get those good blessings and balance, kind of like rebalancing act and wheel of fate kind of turning in your favor. You're going to get it, but we're going to get it and do it in a stronger element to where it's going to be better than if you would have gotten something from what you were giving to. So however that, that could be love and that could be work. You were constantly putting all of your efforts and everything in your work, and then you really didn't seem to see much back. Or maybe it was a specific person and you really wasn't seeing much back. And I felt like there was an end, but also a dedication, being devoted. It was like there's a balancing act happening with this person relating to their heart, now feeling like they have to hold back, because we do have this communication here, the here and now relating to communication, but this is like a 180 turn towards support and aid, a friend, and clear sight in a project about some sort of delusion or illusions, and or lust, information or secret about lust. And that's like figuring out some sort of riddle. But there's a revealing that's happening that's more than just lust. I feel like that's how it started off. But there's a lot of trust here. So if you're a feminine, your masculine's heart is so blowing open. And they're really afraid in themselves to even face a lot of these truths. Because I just feel like it just kind of reflects back on them for themselves in a really rough way. And it was really hard for them to even kind of see themselves poetic, because they saw themselves as very kind of and see themselves as like kind of like a ruthless energy. But then I feel they really use this silver lining energy and really allowed themselves to become this poetic type of fae-like energy, and open to learn, opening one's heart, really being able to open one's heart, allowing oneself to receive so they understand how to give. That's where I feel what happened with this, okay? They was so not willing to receive, and then they kind of opened up, allowing themselves to receive. And then it was like they started to find themselves wanting to give, but possibly being held back, not just from their own emotions, but with other situations. I mean, it's mirrored out. So not just with themselves, but situational being held back. Then I feel like they grew into the understanding that it's not really situational that's holding them back. It's emotional, and in a sense, mental, like an imbalance of the mental understanding and the understanding of the heart, the feelings of the heart. And then so that started to fall apart. And then it's like they just started to the point to where they were at a clean slate, not knowing what to even put there. It's almost like having not writer's block, but like, I don't know, painter's block in a way. Because it's like you have this clean slate, okay? You have this new artwork you're going to do on a canvas or something. And see, I don't even paint, but that's the vision that came to me. On this canvas, it's white. Or maybe you painted it black. And was like, okay, maybe this will help me with an idea. And you're just kind of like, I guess that would be writer's block or artistic block in a sense. And then it's like, you just started kind of allowing color from your heart to be placed there with no plan. Everything you have done before that had a plan to it. No matter how small of a specific thing or element you put in your artwork, it had a plan. It had a plan from the beginning. Your piece had a plan from the beginning. This one doesn't. This one, I feel like you're figuring out how to not just play as you go with this specific art piece, but you're mirroring that out with your life and kind of coming into allowing, not planning, allowing yourself to not plan every little detail out. I feel like you're allowing decisions when it comes to, making choices in certain things that need action, choices in colors, choices in whether or not to make it a background or not. You don't know what the plan is, but you still chose to put the black background. It's kind of like that. And that's what this art, I feel, is showing you. This is showing you how even when you don't have a plan, it's going to end up being one of the most beautiful art pieces maybe you've done and your whole collection, okay? That one, the Phoenix and the Stag, did not have a plan. I've been working on that one, I think 6 years now. It was black and white for the longest time. And then I think about 2, maybe 3 years ago, I decided to color it. Actually, no. The blue and the red was already colored, but the outline wasn't. I think the yellow outline. I don't know. Because I only made this one with color. I think that was my first start of color. Besides because I was only doing black and white for the longest time, and then I wanted to do color. And I was doing black and white and color. And then this was the first one I did where I didn't outline the Phoenix in black. I only used color to draw the Phoenix. And the Stag's the only thing outlined in black. And that I made tribal because that's a sticker I saw that I was using. And it was just, there's something relating to that. Because it took me so long. Because for a while I was afraid of going into color. I don't have all my drawings. Oh, these are the older ones though. That one I tried only in color. I think the High Priestess was black and white for the longest time, and then I went into color. And I have one of them, my Ankh and the 13, which I ended up getting tattooed, and it ended up wrong with the spiral behind it. And there's supposed to be a moon behind that. I mean, that's what my drawing has, and no one seemed to want to do my drawing, apparently. Even my Bite Me is like nothing what I drew. It's everything I did not draw. Like, all right, I forgot what the point was. I think, oh yeah, the color and the artwork. Because there's something about black and white. Because I only used to do black and white. It was always just tribal stuff. And then when I started doing the color, but there was a lack of being able to do something. Why I switched out of it and went back to black and white. And I'm pretty sure the Stag and there was another one. that I was doing in the process. High Priestess. Yep. Stag and High Priestess. Oh, yeah. And my cups. Those ones. And I started the pointism. I started dotting. I actually started that one on the stag. And then that one moved into the High Priestess. And it was almost like, I feel like you already had all the black in process in, kind of like in the shadowy area. And moving, in a sense, with the colors, with understanding how the colors are an aspect of your daily situational life, okay? Well, see, I keep getting distracted here. Okay, yeah, because this is the element you're seeing how that is processing out, because I feel like I'm doing exactly what someone's doing. Like, someone is looking at all of their art and seeing the process of themselves through their own art. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing this. And that's why it seems so scattered. But I know specific people that are doing exactly what I'm doing right now are like, ha, yeah, I see totally what you're doing. I do that too. So, yes. And I feel like that's exactly why I never pinned in my 13 drawing, because it was the beginning before I had started pinning and then pinning and then pinning, because I didn't do those dots until after I did the stag, because the stag was the first one that ended up with the dots, because I got the dot idea basically rooted from, well, I had ended up with the book Idolatry Restored, I believe that's the book, and it has the same type of art form, but I also saw it from someone else, and I thought it was really cool. And so I started on it, and that's just to see what it was like and see if it fits me and my style. And that's why I started it on that stag, because I got the idea literally actually from that person and the book that I bought. So that's why I did that. And then it moved to my other drawings because I liked it so much. I was just like, yeah, it was really cool. And so that's what I feel like is happening here. And you're starting to see the process of all of this. And I feel like that's what's really helping this open heart type of thing with yourself. I feel like there was a rough issue when it comes to opening it up towards yourself, not just even towards anyone else. I feel like in a way, certain things, it was kind of easy. But just because you could easily balance it out as such and allow yourself to do it as such. But to do it and not close it again. I feel like that's what this new piece is helping with. Because of also the boundaries. Because I feel like the artwork has boundary play in it. Especially when it comes to like the color is brighter against a black landscape, where you used to do the black because it just was like a symbol of maybe an abyss, the nothing, and then adding something, creating something, and I feel like it's just kind of different. The mind process in this is different, and you're going to be able to see it out of your artwork too. It's really interesting because it's almost like the artwork starts. I mean, how else do I describe this? Because this artwork does the same thing. You know how this has it grows, and that's interesting. This I flipped right to 13 on this one, and this one's 62, 6, 7, 8, number 8, 4 to 8. All right, and both of these are masculine energies, okay? And this one is the speaker of truth, acceptance, exactly what I was talking about, like the acceptance and this truth in yourself it was really hard to kind of calculate this in yourself and how you had it, but the perspective and view of it was different. And so it made it more, the more you kind of trusted and opened your heart into these different truths, but yet they resonated with you. Okay. And that's where I feel this clear sight and projection and seeing certain illusions, which is why it's like, you know, from two different decks, but it's almost like an upgrade of the energy. Like this was what it was, and it was what it was for a long time. This card constantly kept coming out for me, even in my own personal things. This card kept coming out, and then you have this one, and this one is coming out more and more in the readings. And this is like a masculine energy, a speaker of truth, an acceptance in truth, open heart, trust in one's truths in their heart. And it's number 13, and I've been talking about my number 13 draw. So however, that's, you know, resonates with you. That's this open heart kind of energy here. And another element of trust here, perceptiveness and awareness and trust and compassion. Yep. Look at that. That was the card I was wondering if we were going to get. And here's the 13 in this deck, which is Solace. Well, that is so crazy because, yep. (13) and it's Solace, and it's a masculine energy. It's just, it fascinates me how all the 13s are masculine energies. And they're enlightening masculine energies. This is empowerment, and this is acceptance and truths. This is like this is like coming into consciousness, and this is grounding in the consciousness of oneself, and a full awareness, and a full opening and awareness of one's heart. Just trippy. And you have like this sudden surprise. So for you, a feminine, a masculine's going to be coming in and surprising you about something, and masculine is just trusting their own understanding and powers and natural cycles and wisdom about life to possibly come into an unexpected event. For them, they are probably coming into a shocking, a sudden shock or an unexpected event. And this is 64, and that illusion one is 62. Oh, the synchronicities of numbers is crazy. Okay. Trust your heart in this. You'll know what is, you'll feel what is not right, and you'll feel what is right for you. Yeah, there's this unexpected event or rude awakening, some sort of rude awakening or unexpected event, and some sort of shock. Yeah, well, I can kind of see how. Some sort of commitment of some sort. Passage into new life, truths and clarity. Okay. There's definitely a masculine going to go and open themselves up to a feminine. Or there's a masculine coming in, or you're going to someone about a work endeavor or work collaboration. I see that here. But this really feels like a collaboration, and yeah, patience through an element of humility. But this is also a wish because it says it's dandelion. Okay. dandelions, when you blow on them, people usually make a wish before they blow on it. Yeah. And magic, so a wish in magic, so a wish someone's been manifesting, instead of it really being humility. To me, it seems like, or someone stepping into an energy of expressing a sense of humility, relating to a wish come true, something about magic manifesting, a union, joy, building on joy, growth. A lot of growth. There's some sort of unexpected event or opportunity coming in for growth and to adapt to these changes, allows oneself to flow through these changes. It's bringing in abundance, stay in your strength, and nurture, sustain, caution. Okay. As you nurture, sustain, caution. Or someone's going to be sustaining a caution and adaptation and strength in attracting clarity, staying strength in one's clarity, in attraction, in a attraction. Ritual, regenerate ritual. Spiritual empowerment, open gateway. There could be a ritual of initiation going on for some, or a ritual of regeneration of oneself, like a ritual of a whole cleanse, full body, mind, soul, and spiritual cleanse. An extreme spiritual cleanse, like very heavy spiritual cleanse. Yeah, invigorating. And an invigorating spiritual cleanse and stabilizing abundance. Okay, now that we've gotten through the rough patches of this, let's go on to, let's see. Oh, release. We're going to go ahead and bring that in. I feel there's a reason why that was very prominent to me, made me look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I need one more, please, for my collective. Intent. Releasing one's intent. Okay. I feel like there's definitely going to be a message being sent out about someone's intentions behind things, a release about some sort of secrets, revealing of secrets. I'm surprised we didn't get the reveal card. Maybe we are in the revealant energy. Let's see what Queen of Laughter, the art of love. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a practice in stabilizing the art of love and joy, being able to stay in the joy in the moment as things happening, understanding how to stay in the joy in the moment, being able to keep everything kind of like fun, positive, uplifting, really being able to no longer just kind of see things with a sense of negative, kind of downing perspective. Now really being able to kind of pull a silver lining out of things, wanting to just see the silver lining in things, because not seeing the silver lining in whatever is happening is just causing more mental sense of disturbances of the heart and health. These disturbances are really rough on your health, so I would be very wary. I feel that's why there's a strength and caution in one's clarity and attraction. Dang, we hit Condor. We did get the Shaman of Death. So there is definitely, if not it be someone close to you, a sudden, spontaneous happening. I just laughed. Oh, good. Okay, so This could be a death of a family member, and I'm sorry if that is, or some sort of heavy emotional news, a death of an old situation into a new one, a very abundant new one of love and beautiful collaboration in making your life abundant for the both of you, now and in the future, for it to always gain momentum, for the momentum never to die, from the mind to the heart to the soul, all of it. That's why I feel there's a lot of feminine energy here, but I feel there's a heavy masculine energy here about like a bottle busting, holding back so long to the point to where this bottle is just finally busting. Yeah, because this condor just kind of is like possibly in a lot of mental stress or fear about losing something, because he's looking at these two, this nurturer feminine and this child. He's watching it, and it's like he feels like this overwhelming energy, and just yelling to in a sense yelling to release it. And I feel like there's an energy of this feminine and this child for some of you, kind of like moving further away, and that's what's triggering this, possibly triggering a spontaneous impulsiveness to like talk to this feminine. Because like I don't even know, because like how I'm seeing it here is like he's like watching, I guess, this fly away or walk away in a way, and just kind of like no, like finally comes over here and then is like no. That's what I'm seeing, and I feel like that there's this strength, clarity, attract, taking action, caution to sustain, nurturing, and abundance. So releasing one's intent of one's heart. All right, well, I'm going to read this. Release. Shaman, the song within. To end sorrow and pain, one must have a keen sense of awareness, a clear and simple mind. Simplicity requires a great deal of discipline, intelligence, and sensitivity. It is not an abstract item. The shaman must summon inner strength, not only of thought, but of the soul. He must surrender, open, and release himself, as a cocoon must release the butterfly. Inspiration blows through you like the winds of creation, not blustering, but soft, like the flutter of butterfly wings on your cheek. As clouds part, the sun brings forth the wild sensations of earth awakened and bursting with bloom, opening the rich fertility of your inner heart. New visions burst forth from your chest with the clarity of an eagle's eye. Your soul knows the landscape of your destiny. Trust in this. And there's a lot of energy of trust all over this board. So I feel it's just really going to take a lot of allowing yourself to trust. And I feel this is exactly why there's an element of it seemingly being spontaneous. I don't feel this is truly spontaneous. I felt like this was definitely contemplated on for the longest time. And the action of it is spontaneous. Just kind of coming into clarity, and then someone just knows what they need to do right then and there, and then they just do it. And that's what happens, is there's some sort of clarity in one's intent with themselves about joy and stability and focus relating to like a fallen angel energy, and someone takes action towards them. Like they end up with clarity about their two connection, and there's just the spontaneous like taking action, and like this release, going for it, and then really expression, like heart to heart conversations here, expressions, intent, Game of Thrones. Hear the herds of buffalo thundering in the distance as they run, carving the path for the buffalo to come. Like them, you are an echo of the ones who walked before you, and you will one day be gone from this place. What will be your legacy? In the mystery, you begin to feel the glory of existence for the great white buffalo and the prairie dog alike. Both are powerful in their own ways. You begin to sing your songline, a harmony of feeling and experiences that created your unique story. If you have outgrown your stories, change them and make them better. Trust that inspiration will come to you. Imagine your perfected self. Seek the strength of your intent and ability to love and forgive yourself. Even when evening comes, give thanks for the awareness that you have found. Be reborn into a new sense of well-being and perfection. Sing the new song that comes from your heart. Listen to the echo of your voice in the canyons as the sound plays with the air. The eagles screech on high. You are the food of echoes. Oh, wow, you got eagle twice. You didn't even get eagle down here, but you got eagle twice here. Yeah. Opening the rich fertility of your inner heart. New visions burst forth from your chest with the clarity of an eagle's eye. Listen to the echoes of your voice in the canyons as the sound plays with the air. The eagles screech on high. You are the food of echoes. It is law, and it always has been that way. Your soul knows the landscape of your own destiny. Trust in this. This coincided with each other very well. That is wild. And you got Shaman Song, and that's the Shaman card in the birds. No, it's Shaman of Death in a masculine version, because I've noticed there's 3 other Shaman cards. It's like feminine. Invigorating. Oh, I'm looking for my book. That's what I'm doing. All right. 39, which is the last page. Ren. I am Ren, the active, spiritual, and giving heart. I am poetic inspiration. I am the energy of life and the utilization of everything that this earth yields. I waste no time. I squander no resources. I am life lived to its fullest. I am the bold use of both agility and wit. You have encountered a need to stay alert. You have reason to make things move quickly now. I am your reminder that you have put things into motion and so must maintain momentum. Expand your circle and utilize those around you for help. You may find others an asset to your accomplishments. I am the determination to follow the path that lay ahead. Trust the tug of your own spirit and carry onward. You are lighthearted in the face of hard work. You are joyous aspiration. You are stamina, and you are Ren. And then we have Sparrow. Sparrow, which is 32. I'm Sparrow, the enlightenment of self-worth. I'm just fascinated with my own self, some of the things I say and pull out, and then go into reading these cards, and I'm like, well, if that just did not clarify. I'm just like, well, I am pride and simplicity and honor in the commonplace. I am the one standing vigilant. I am power in numbers and the contentment of being a part of the larger whole. Much of human endeavor thrives on originality, of standing out boldly from the crowd. My wisdom encourages the acknowledgement of the role of community and family to shape your personal destiny. You cannot always fly solo, but you cannot neglect the threads that bind it all together. You are approaching a time that will require a group effort and a need to blend in while fostering your imprint on the world. It is a mighty gift to flint about the world unseen, and a greater gift to know you have flocks behind you if you need them. You need to pull back, regroup, and find the common ground. You are engaging humanity. You are a part of something great. You are open and you are sparrow. And then number 5, condor, which is one of my favorite cards out of this whole deck. It sure enough is. I am Condor, the great alchemist with wings. I am the order of the cosmos. I am that which devours. When life perishes, I will remove it. If something has ceased to be, I will give it new form. I am the shaman of death and the soul of renewal. I am your lingering clue that something must go. You need to look at life from the shadows and see how everything connects. You must accept that many things are beyond human understanding. There is change, there is transformation, there is death. It is the alchemy of time and the way of the universe. I will not give you all the answers, but will offer circumstances to heighten what you already know. If it is my lessons you seek, look around. Death is everywhere, with the red dawn of metamorphosis close behind. Stop running from change and let something die its death. Stop lingering where there is no hope. Let life be renewed as it needs to. You are transforming, you are resurrection, and you are acceptance. You are Condor. Well, I felt the shift in that, or the energy pulsate through that. It was just like, I was just like, good one. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I am Oracle Unicorn, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You never know who else will see this, and I might be able to help them as well. And as long as everything goes right, and I am being able to stay emotionally balanced, I will be back tomorrow with a collective reading. All right. I hope you'll have a beautiful day, and bye.